Hi everyone, I am Madam Rosmaya. In this video, we are going to discuss on Faraday's law and Lenz's law. So what is electromagnetic induction? Electromagnetic induction is the production of EMF in a conductor when the magnetic flux linked with the conductor changes. In the previous YouTube channel, we have discussed about the magnetic flux. And magnetic flux defined qualitatively state that the magnetic flux through an area represents the number of magnetic field lines that pass through the area. Whereas if we define magnetic flux quantitatively, it states that the magnetic flux through an area A, which is normal to the magnetic field, is given by B dot A. So how to make a change in the magnetic flux? There are two methods to change the magnetic flux. First is by changing the magnetic field. Okay, in this diagram, we move the magnet to change the magnetic field. So the magnet, if moved towards and away from the solenoid, therefore the magnetic field around the solenoid here is increasing and decreasing alternately. So we say that there is a change in magnetic field linked with the conductor and EMF will be induced in the solenoid. And by moving the wire or the solenoid here, also can change the magnetic field around here, either increasing or decreasing. Okay, second method to change the magnetic flux is by changing the area. So in this diagram, the coil is rotated so that the area keep on changing all the time. We can say that there is a magnetic flux changes and the EMF will be induced in the coil. So as a conclusion from the equation of magnetic flux pi equals to BA cos theta, the change in magnetic flux can be done in two methods, whether we change the area or we change the magnetic field alternately, or continuously changing the B or A. Okay, who discovered electromagnetic induction? Electromagnetic induction was first discovered way back in 1830s by Michael Faraday. So Faraday noticed that when he moved a permanent magnet and in and out of a coil or a single loop of wire, it induced an EMF. In other words, a voltage, and therefore a current was produced. So what Michael Faraday discovered was a way of producing an electrical current in a circuit by using only the force of a magnetic field and not batteries. This then led to a very important law linking electricity with magnetism, Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So what is Faraday's law? Faraday's law states that when the magnetic flux linked with the conductor changes, an EMF which is directly proportional to the rate of change of magnetic flux linkage is induced in the conductor. So the equation given by EMF induced equals to d pi by dt. And what is Lenz's law? Lenz's law states that the direction of the induced current is such that it produces a magnetic field to oppose the change in the magnetic flux that induced the current. So we combine with the Faraday's law, so we must put a negative sign here. So the equation becomes EMF induced equals to negative d phi by dt. So the combination of Faraday's law and Lenz's law consistent with the principle of conservation of energy, where from mechanical energy it is converted to the electrical energy. There are two methods to determine the direction of induced current. Okay, the first method here is used when you were in secondary school, where you use symbol S and N to represent the direction of current induced. The repulsion force involved when you move a magnet towards the solenoid, and attractive force involved when you move away the magnet. Okay, this will determine which letter to be used here. And then if no movement, so no current flow, because there is no change in magnetic flux. So we are not going to discuss this method detail. We are going to discuss the detail is in the second method used to determine the direction of current induced in the solenoid. So we are going to use right hand grip rule. When you wrap your right hand around the solenoid, your thumbs point to the direction of the magnetic north pole and your other fingers in the direction of the conventional current. So we are going to discuss for 4 cases. Okay, the first case. The first case, we move the magnet here towards the solenoid. So first step, determine the direction of the B magnet. So direction of B magnet is to the right. From the magnetic field here, the direction of the magnetic field is from north to south. So therefore the B magnet is to the left. Second step, determine the change in B magnet. So the B magnet increasing because as you move the magnet towards the solenoid, so the strength of the magnetic field is increasing. Third step, determine how to oppose the change in B magnet, or in other words, we are going to determine the B resultant. So the B resultant must decrease. If the B magnet here increasing, so the B resultant must decrease. This is from the Lenz's law, which state that the direction of the induced current is such that it produces a magnetic field to oppose the change in the magnetic flux that induced the current. So to oppose the magnetic flux that induced the current, if B magnet increasing, the B resultant must decrease. Fourth step is to determine the direction of the B induced. So the B induced must be in the opposite direction. So for B resultant to decrease, B induced must be in the opposite direction. So example here, if the value of B magnet is 4 and value of the B induced is 2, so because of the opposite direction, 4 minus 2 becomes 2. So it's decreasing. Fifth step is to determine the direction of current using a grip rule. So position your hand for in the direction where your thumb shows the B induced direction. So that means other finger shows the direction of current, which is downward. And the galvanometer pointer will be shown to the right. Okay, second case, the magnet now is pulled away from the solenoid. So first step, we determine the direction of B magnet. Because this is north, so direction of B magnet is to the left. Refer to the magnetic field here. Second step, determine the change in B magnet. So the B magnet is decreasing because you pull away the magnet. So the magnetic field strength here becomes weaker. So we say that B magnet decreasing. Third step, determine how to oppose the changes in B magnet, or in other words, to determine the B resultant. So the B resultant must increase because here decrease. So B resultant increase from the Lenz's law, where the magnetic field produced is to oppose the change in the magnetic flux that induced the current. And fourth step is to determine the direction of the B induced. So the B induced must be in the same direction for B resultant to increase. B induced must be in the same direction as the B magnet. Example, if B magnet, the value here is 4, B induced is 2, so because of same direction, we add them up, 4 plus 2 becomes 6. So the B resultant increases. And lastly, the fifth step, determine the direction of current, use grip rule. So your hand in the position where your thumb shows the direction of the B induced, which is to the left. So therefore, other fingers show the direction of current, which is upward. And the galvano pointer shows to the left. Okay. The third case. The third case, we change the magnetic magnet. North-south becomes south-north. So we just change the position of north and south of the magnet. And we move the magnet towards the solenoid. So first step, determine the direction of the B magnet. Because this is south, so the B magnet is to the right. refer to the magnetic field shown here by the permanent magnet. Second step, determine the change in the B magnet. So because the magnet is pushed towards, so that means the B is increasing. So it's become stronger, the B magnet increasing. Third step, determine how to oppose the changes in B magnet, or in other words, to determine the B resultant. So if the B magnet increasing here, that means the B resultant must decrease from the Lenz's law. So to oppose the change in magnetic flux that induce the current, so the B resultant must decrease. So the fourth step, to determine the B induced, for the B resultant to increase, the direction of the B decrease. So the B induced must be in the opposite direction. So that when we minus using vector, the B resultant become decrease. So for resultant to decrease, B induced must be in the opposite direction. And lastly, using grip rule to determine the direction of current induced. So position your hand, grip until the thumb shows the direction of the B induced, and the other fingers show the direction of current, which is upward. And the galvanometer pointer shows to the right, to the left. And lastly, the fourth case. Okay, the same magnet, but this time we pull from the solenoid, move away. So what happened to the B magnet? The B magnet still the same, because here is south, refer to the magnetic field lines here. So direction of the B magnet is to the right. Second step, determine the change in B magnet. So the B magnet decreasing, because you pull the magnet away, so that means the strength of the magnetic field become weaker. So this means the magnetic B magnet decreasing. Third step, determine how to oppose the change in B magnet. In other words, to determine the B resultant. So if the B magnet decreasing, B resultant must increase. So refer to the Lenz's law. Fourth step, determine the direction of the B induced. So the B induced is in the same direction, so that the B resultant increase. So for B resultant to increase, B induced must be in the same direction as B magnet. And lastly, to determine the direction of current induced, use grip rule. So your hand position so that the thumb shows the B induced to the, which is to the right. So other fingers shows the direction of current, which is downward. And the galvanometer pointer to the right. Okay, so as a conclusion, first step, you determine the direction of B magnet. So it depends on the north and south of the magnet. Okay, second step, determine the change in magnet. So if you push, means B magnet increasing, the magnetic field becomes stronger. If you pull the magnet, so the B magnet decreasing, because the magnetic field becomes weaker. Third step, determine how to oppose the change in B magnet, or in other words, to determine the B resultant. So if the B magnet increasing, so the B resultant must decrease. If B magnet decreasing, then the B resultant must increase. This one refer to the Lenz's law. Okay, fourth step, determine the direction of the B induced. Opposite direction if the B resultant decrease, and same direction if the B resultant increase. And fifth step, determine the direction of current using grip rule. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.